everybody. Hi, friends. Well, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi. Hi, Evie. Hi, Pam C. Mazzy Star. Deborah Ann. Hi, Mark Klein. Hi, Mama Shell. Deb E. Michelle Finch. Lulu. Real Eyes. Did I say Jumpstart already? Oh, God. Hi, Dollar. Hi, Sierra. Hi, everyone. Oh, I swore I wasn't going to mess with my hair. Just a second. I don't know if it's the lighting or what. Oh. What are you doing, Panda? Ooh, it's getting warm in here, too. Hello. Oh, dear. Trying to do a different do. All right. So, you guys, have you heard of this story? I have. It's intense. This is Mehek Bukhari. Now, she's not really a YouTuber. She's a TikTok influencer. I should have typed TikTok too. She's a 24-year-old who had 120,000 followers, hatched a plan after her mother's 21-year-old lover blackmailed her with sex tapes. Yeah. Hi, everyone. How are you today? So yeah, I was speaking to Ahmad in Messenger. I won't say who, of course, but she said it's a good idea for me to put, or for her to put, or for mods to write, sorry, these cats, they're really intense. They're like running and jumping, and the other cat up there was eating some kitten chow, which is only for the kittens, and the ball thing, and it's all just really, really intense. Anyway, see what I mean? I can't even think. All right, so you're not kidding, yikes. Good Lord, it's insanity sometimes in my room. Okay, to type that we're going to stay on topic and we're not going to mention other creators. I liked that. All right, you guys, this is her. All right, or, and I'm going to read this story. Okay. Social media influencer Mehek Bukhari had more than 120,000 followers on TikTok, where she shared regular fashion updates, occasionally appearing with her mother, Ansreen Bukhari. Before I forget, let me play a tune. I guess I'll play a different one and hop in and put my PayPal. I'll pin it because I need help in a way desperately for getting my cats fixed now that I have these kittens and everything's just so intense. All right. And then I'll be right back. It'll just take a minute. What is this one? Or this one? Let's see what this one is. Oh my God. Okay, what on earth is that, you guys? Kind of a bluesy, jazzy thing? I don't know. I guess it's not too bad. All right. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, it's getting a little more exciting. right, I made it back. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lizzo. Donna McCain. Hi, everyone. What's going on now? Oh, my God. What the heck happened? I want comments. Oh, there we go. I know I saw Maria G in here trying to say hi. Hi, Carly S. Peggy. Didn't I see Maria? No, I couldn't have. She's sleeping right now. You guys, is my thing pinned on top? The kitten's playing with my drawstring, which is fine. There you go. Go ahead and play with it. Hi, Lulu. Hi, everybody. Thank you. If I missed a name, don't be offended. Can somebody put a 1 in chat? Paper Cut is going live now. LOL. Lady Tara. Hi, lady. Yes, it is. It is? All right. Am I semi-begging for help? Since everyone else is asking for Christmas toys and all these other things, I guess I can ask for help with my kitties. All right. All right, you guys. So after, oh God, the music's still going and I'm blabbing away. Jesus, I'm really distracted today. I got up early, which I'm not that incredibly used to. There we go. God. Wait till one of you have a live someday. You'll see what it's like. Your own channel. All right, so after the glamour of online stardom, the pair are now facing lengthy jail terms after they were convicted of murdering 2 young men during a high-speed car chase. They literally boxed in these people, and I thought like a fist fight was going to break out. No, they made this person, by chasing him, crash and die, and his passenger friend. So has anybody heard this story? Put a 1 in chat if you've heard this story. I'm curious. Can't post comments to some destinations. What? Hi, Jess. I can do a super chat. I'm unfamiliar with PayPal. Well, thank you. You know, honestly, Debbie, I actually figured out. So I watched a little film, and you go into studio, and I was looking for the word earn everywhere, right? Earn, EARN. Couldn't find it for the life of me. Watch this video, and it's over on the left side. It looks like a square S thing. Doesn't make any sense, but it's a boxy looking S, kind of looking like a $sign, but not really. So I hit that, and then it brought me to things. And like I spoke to this friend mod of mine today, I did the first part, read it, you know, tap the button, whatever, agreeing to the terms. Got to the second part, which is the AdSense to get monetized in case they decide they want to do commercials. I don't want to make enough to have commercials. I don't think I ever would anyway. But anyway, and anyway, I'm going through, and the keyboard isn't working right. I mean, it's typing and everything, but it's not showing anything. Oh, gosh. So now I need to watch a film on how to do the, what is it called? The profile payment part. All I want to do is type my darn address in, and I can't. So I tried. I won't give up. I'll try more tomorrow or after this show. probably tomorrow. I mean, I spent quite a while trying to figure it out. So, yeah, and then I'll be able to get super chats if someone wants to give me a nickel. I guess the lowest amount is $1.99, right? Anyway, what I got so far in PayPal, I literally bought 2 boxes of litter today, a big box of cat meat for $24, a bag of kitten chow, and a bag of adult cat dry thing. The kittens could go ahead and eat the regular, but their teeth are still trying to come in. They have a hard enough time chewing the kitten chow. I mean, they're doing okay. There's a third one that will only eat the meat and still suckle. So they had their first taste of beef salmon, beef mixed with salmon Friskies in teeny little bites called not bits, not fillets. Now I can't remember what the heck it's called. I think it might be bites. Oh, you're so cute down there, little tulips. Come here, you want to say hi? Come here, tulips. Tulips. Oh, you're all calm right now. Wow. Hi. So I vacuumed my room in my new vacuum I got around my birthday in June. He's so quiet, you guys. They're still kind of sketched out, but they were running around a little bit. Usually I put them in my daughter's room, and I was like, no, they're older now. So in the middle of my vacuuming, I turned it off, picked them all up. They were all scrunched up there. And I set them way up there on top, and they huddled in the back against each other and watched me vacuum. So I did vacuum. I should have darn well filmed after I vacuumed. That floor was bad. I'm not doing another kitty video when the floor's that bad again. I'm just not. Anyway, so that's what they did. Mayheck24, who was known for her followers as Maya, hatched the plan when 46-year-old Anzreen admitted she had been having an affair and was being blackmailed by her 21-year-old lover after trying to end the relationship. This is her. This is her mother. You know, very popular, beautiful women. I can't remember where they're from. It might be Iran, but we'll find out. Saqib Hussein was threatening to send sex tapes to Anzreen's husband if she did not pay back the $3,000 he had spent on dates with her. I forgot about that part. The mother and daughter set a trap, a court was told, by arranging an ambush meeting in a supermarket car park in Leicester, where the women arrived in an Audi with other people they knew in a Saab. Yeah. Mr. Hussein and his friend Mohammed Hashim Jazuddin, also 21, did not get out of their Skoda, and when they left, were followed by the other cars. By the time the two men from Banbury, Oxfordshire, is that England? Oxfordshire sounds like England, doesn't it? Yeah, thank you, Realize. I'll just go ahead when I'm done here. Hi, ADHD. I better look at some comments before I keep reading because I'm missing a ton. Okay, let me go back. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Deborah. Have you looked into your local shelters? They can, yes. Shoot. Now I lost my page on here. Yes, that's what I did with Ginger, the daddy kitty. But I was on a waiting list that lasted like 2 months. And so I'm going to get on that list. I shopped and everything today and couldn't call them in time. But tomorrow morning when I wake up, that's my plan. is to get them all on a list. 3 kittens and a mama kitty. And if that's the case, kittens are probably the same amount. I don't know. I think they're 45 now instead of 40. So 45 and 45 is 90, and another 40 is, what is that? 110, 20, 30. So 135. And then the mama kitty's 45. So that's 180, is it? 70, 75. Well, anyway, whatever it is, because now I lost track what numbers I was on. And yeah, and then I need the kittens dewormed at some point. The thing is, I am getting my trust fund, being honest with everyone, in January. But I mean, if all 3 of these are little girls, I'll just keep them in here with the mama, like I have been. But if one of them's a little boy, I'd have to send the little boy out there, and he won't have his little sisters to play with. I don't know. We're kind of thinking one's a boy, 2 are a girl, but yet they're all kind of calico-y, and I'm told they're probably all girls. But the darker one with the specks is looking kind of calico-y, but no white. So yeah, I got to figure out the sexes for sure first, don't I? I could hold one up to the camera. I mean, I really could, and pull its tail up and do that. And you guys could tell me what you think. Maybe I'll try that with Sally right now. What if I get in trouble, though? What if somebody says I'm like abusing my kittens? Yeah, I better not. I better not. God. Anyway, yeah, so a little over 200. But anyway, it's got to be done in December because the kittens will be at that mating stage at 4 months, which is the middle of January. And I don't get my trust fund until sometimes the 15th or the 8th. I just feel like I need to get them done in December, right? And not cut it so close to like the due date. All right. Yeah, so I'll try to figure out, I'll just go to Google, type in Cash App, and go from there. I mean, if I can hook my card up to PayPal, it should be just as easy on Cash App, I would think. ADHD, you're silly. Yeah, Team Rose said she was going to monetize herself if I do, which I thought was kind of cute. Hi, Sidekick. Oh, it just takes a few minutes? All right. You need a house cleaning cat, says Lloyd. Okay, yeah, Deborah Ann. I need to set up a Cash App. Most in here have Cash App. Yeah, Maria G sent me dewormer all the way from the UK. I didn't ask her for it, you guys, but all the way from the UK. And it's the kind for, and I'm saving it. I might use it. You never know. Oh my God. For tapeworms. So I need to get them checked for roundworms, ringworms, both of them. Look up how to tell the difference. I did Sidekick. If they have more of a round hole than a slit under their anus, I'm just going to say it, then they're a male. If they're their anus and it's a slit under that, they're a female. And we're 99.999% sure. Not the all calico-y one, but the blacker one, and then the darker one with the brown right here. That's Tulip, that I think looks like he has brown eyebrows. We're pretty sure they're girls, Shaylin and I, but what if we were totally wrong? Oh my gosh. Hi, Tony. Hi, Tip. Okay. I don't know. Will a mod stroll back and, or can I? Can I delete that comment? Oops. What do I do? I have to hit the 3 dots. Put user in timeout. Okay. That person's in timeout because I think DKS is it not Dix, you guys? I mean, is it not? I don't believe we have any of those here, Molly Collie, says Debbie. All right, she's in timeout. Lizzo deleted it. Hi, Yvonne Jennings Sunshine. Hi. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, put a 1 in chat if you've ever heard about this lady, you guys, this famous TikToker. Her ass is sitting in jail. She's probably going to go to prison. Maybe she's already there. Muhik. Oh, for goodness gracious. Mahek Bukhari. So there's actually, okay, so let me finish reading about her and him. And I've got some short little videos that I'm going to constantly interrupt and see if that'll work. Like every 3 seconds, I'm going to stop it and say something. Here we are. Kitten ran by my iPad. Okay, so are there any ones? I don't see any ones. No one's heard of her. Okay. So I hadn't either until I read this. So they did not get out of their Skoda, and when they left, were followed by the other cars. So I guess what? They wanted to have a fight with them in the parking lot, maybe? I don't know. At first, by the time the 2 men from Banbury, Oxfordshire reached A46 dual carriageway, the Audi had reached speeds of almost 100. They're trying to ram us off the road, Mr. Hussein is heard saying in a panicked 999 call played to jurors during the Bukhari's trial. Please, I'm begging you, I'm going to die. All right, Deborah Ann. I'm going to die, he said. There is a scream before the call cuts out at the sound of a loud bang. And this is the man who is dating this woman's mother, who's now deceased, along with the driver. The vehicle virtually split in two and caught fire after hitting a tree at the Six Hills Junction near Leicester just after midnight on February 11, 2022, a jury was told. When the police came to her house, Mahek lied about where she had been on the night of the crash, claiming, "First we stayed here and then we went straight to Nottingham." And this was the passenger who is also passed away now. Hi, Kylie. After her arrest, she changed her story, admitting she was on the road that night, but telling officers in an interview, "As soon as I turn around, the silver car is gone. The silver car swerved to not my side, to the other side of the dual carriageway. I didn't see the car. I didn't see a bang." That's actually on video. I saw that on video where she's lying to the cops. Leicester Police Detectives Inspector Mark Parrish said, I think sometimes it's been very hard for the families to grasp, to hear different accounts. No real admission of guilt or feelings for the lads that died. All right, so I don't know, like, if she got life or what, but I'll play this one first, and it's going to be constantly interrupted, you guys, because if I do just the sound, then you can't see her and stuff, and I don't know if they're going to show, ow, some TikToks or what. Oops, what are we doing here? There we go. Because I don't want to get a copyright thing. Oops. Go, you guys. Yep. Of course, that's her in jail on the other side. She had a lot going for her. Okay, that's not even a video. Or is it down here? She was had set her sights on a social media career after dropping out of the university. It was starting to pay off. She had nearly 129,000 followers and was earning an income through brand promotions with parties and product launch events up and down the country. She also boasted about an elite relationship with her mother, Anne Serene, who often joined in her videos. But when Anne Serene met 21-year-old Saqib Hussein, it sparked a chain of events that ended in tragedy and ultimately saw both mother and daughter convicted of double murder. Wow. They met, these two right here, the mother and this guy, online in 2019 through a video app, Azar. They exchanged numbers and were soon talking every day. The relationship was on and off, but lasted about 3 years. Wow. She was flattered by the interest Saqib showed in her. And this is, this is them back in the day. So, and now it says he said they met numerous times in hotels, restaurants, shisha lounges. But in 2021, the relationship started to turn sour. Anne Serene tried to break it off, and Saqib was upset. Struggling to deal with her rejection, he pleaded with her to reconsider. Things escalated until Saqib threatened to send explicit material of his ex-lover to her husband. Well, that's no good, is it? At the end of that year, Anne Serene cracked and told her daughter everything, but instead of going to police about the blackmail, Mayheck decided to take matters into her own hands. Knowing the family of Saqib and having been with them throughout, I know they would have dealt with Saqib and stopped him from doing what he was doing, said Detective Ince Parrish. If the Bukharis would have spoken to the police, this would not have happened. It would not have got to this stage. The plot. In a bid to help her mother, Mayheck turned to her friend, car mechanic Raykan Karwan. The pair plotted to lure Saqib to a meeting by offering to hand over the $3,000. This was the amount of money he'd complained he spent on Anne Serene while they were lovers. Raykan enlisted the help of his best friend Raiz Jamal, as well as Raiz's cousin Amir Jamal, and this kitten's digging into my jeans. Raiz Jamal, as well as Raiz's cousin, Amir Jamal, and other friends, Sanaf, Gulams Mustafa, Natasha, Akhtar, and Mohammed Patel. And this is the crew here that were all involved in the chase. The mother, the daughter, Raykan, and then Raiz, Amir, Sanaf, Natasha on the bottom. Hi, Tina K. Hi, Wiccan. Hi, St. Elmo's. The title scared you? Don't normally comment, especially nighttime lives, because we watch in bed. Keep up the good fight. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. The Kiki Lily Show. Hi, Halloween baby. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for hopping in. I like telling you guys bedtime stories. It's like what I'm doing. Okay. In the early hours. Oh, Lord. Are you having fun? Oh, now I got two down here. Ah! Owie, owie. Oh, their claws are so sharp. In the early hours of February 11, 2022, the group arrived at the Tesco supermarket in Leicester and waited for Saqib. The plan was to ambush him. In Banbury, Saqib's hometown, he was trying to arrange a lift to get to Leicester. Wow. He asked a few friends. One of them, Hashim Ijazudum, offered to drive him. Hashim doesn't know anything that's going on. He's a friend of Saqib's, and he just agreed to drive him to Leicester on the night in question. Totally innocent, said the detective. Tip! Good grief. I know that's you. Now you're bringing up boomers. Oh, God. My ex is in chat again, but that's okay. He likes to hang out, say hey. He knew none of the defendants knew nothing about what's going on, and in some respects is probably the only person who is at the wrong place at the wrong time. This is incredible. I'm going to play the video. It's seconds later. The car in front, of course, crashes. So the poor guy's got two cars chasing him pell-mell down the highway. Literally knows he's going to die. All right, this is CCTV evidence showed in the TikTok murder case.
I still remember.
Oh, good grief.
You held me.
I can get in trouble for these commercials being played.
I was out searching. You restored.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Now I lost the page. All right, don't listen. I'll put it way over here and talk right through it. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La la la.
This CCTV was key evidence in the trial that convicted TikTok influencer Mahek Bakari, her mother Ansreen, and 5 others of killing Saqib Hussain and Hashim Ijazuddin. Let's break it down. Saqib is told to meet the Bakaris in this Tesco car park. He and Hashim are in the silver car with the green arrow. The arrows were added in for the trial. The Bakaris and the other defendants are in the other cars. Saqib and Hashim only stay for a few seconds.
Ooh.
They leave before the other cars follow. Saqib and Hashim are seen on this CCTV at the Porsche garage roundabout. This is where the car being driven by Race Jamal catches up with them. Shortly after, the car with the Bakaris inside.
Okay, I better interrupt it or I'm going to get a copyright. I don't know. This is like news footage out of, isn't it? Watch with CCTV. It's BBC. I don't know if it's just a reporter. I don't know what's going on. Someone said in Sierra's that Rose got a strike. Recently? I wouldn't know. If she did, wait, you get 3 warnings or 2 warnings and a strike. Now I can't remember. But she did a live earlier. And I'm pretty sure it was on Team Rose. So, because when you get a strike, you have to wait 90 days. If you get 3 strikes, they take your channel, something like that. I wrote it all down in the notebooks. I can't remember half of the stuff. All right. Ooh.
Speeds through a red light to try and catch up. All 3 cars are now in a line. It's around this point that there's a heated phone conversation between Sakib and Mehek. She demands that he pulls over and also makes threats towards him. This CCTV from the Bentley dealership shows the chasing cars boxing in the victim's car before they turn onto the A46 towards Newark. Race Jamal brakes to try and make Sakib and Hashim stop. Shortly after this, Sakib calls 999. He tells the operator.
All right. Is the volume good, you guys? Can you hear it? Yeah. They said she couldn't stream. She did, like, she said, why do my pants have gray flecks or gray on them? Or not the color gray, but gray something. You know, it was a little one. You guys hear this okay? She got struck for 2 weeks talking about, oh, okay. All right, Katie.
He's being chased by people in balaclavas and that they're trying to kill him. Before the call ends, the pair are rammed off the road by Race Jamal, hitting a tree, killing them both instantly. Around 30 minutes after the fatal crash, this CCTV shows the defendants walking around the streets of Leicester. The police said this is likely the time where they try to get their story straight.
Wow. See that? Oh. Okay, so Sakib and Hashim arrived at the Tesco car park at 1:17. They slowed down and waited for a few seconds, but sensed something was wrong. They quickly left the scene, but their Skoda was followed by 2 cars. You know, you guys, why would they meet at 1 in the morning? Like, that right there is suspicious, don't you think? No, that's all right. Would you guys meet anyone anywhere at 1 in the morning? I mean, you know, I don't know. Well, yeah, why 1? Right? I mean, I know he wanted the money and all that. He thought he was going to get paid back. Nope, says Peggy. I personally think there was something rogue mods. Oh. Sound is good? Oh, good, Deb. Okay, Mahek and Ansreen, okay, the mother and the daughter's trial, heard they were passengers in the Audi. You could hear their voice or whatever. Okay, so, all right. At this point, police knew from phone records that Mahek called Sakib. It gets quite heated, but we never know what is said, but words are exchanged. 1 minute after this conversation, Sakib called 999. I forgot about that part. That she actually called him while he was driving nearly 100 miles an hour. He told the operator he was a passenger in a car that was being followed. He said the car behind was trying to ram him off the road. The frantic call lasted about 5 minutes as Saqib and Hashim continued down the dual carriageway, going through a red light in an effort to lose their pursuers. One of the first things he talks about is being blocked in. And sure enough, the footage from a car dealership clearly shows the car being blocked in with the vehicle in front, trying to brake and stop the car. You can hear on the call Saqib say to Hashim, send it, which is an indication to Hashim for them to just go and get out of here. We don't like what's happening. Okay. At that point, you can clearly imagine the fear and worry that's going through their minds, the fact they've gone through a red light and they're still being followed. The families of Saqib and Hashim have asked for the 999 call played in court not to be broadcast. The final moments are extremely distressing. Towards the end, the line goes silent for 10 seconds before the operator asks if Saqib is still there. The call becomes emotional, quite upsetting, and you can hear that they're right behind them, and then screams and quiet. Oh, God, you guys. The aftermath. Just after 1:30 a.m., a recovery driver was traveling along the A46 when he saw a car on fire next to a tree. After realizing no one had called the police, he blocked off the road with his truck. The first police officers arrived about 10 minutes later, closely followed by the firefighters. After the fire was put out, one of the police officers saw the bodies of 2 people in the car. Wow. Further up the road, the Audi and seat drivers pulled over. Mahek took over as driver of the Audi and Natasha the seat. What? They changed drivers in both cars? This is the vehicle after it was put out, after hitting the tree. How sad. Then they headed back to Leicester to lay low. On their way back, they drove past the burning wreckage. Once they arrived in the city, they pulled up in Sutton Place, a quiet cul-de-sac away from prying eyes. The group got out of the cars and began walking the streets. Wow. They're spotted at various points at about 2 a.m., picked up on CCTV as they moved around the area in the cold February darkness. Ow! Officers who later secured the footage could not be sure what they were doing, but one theory is that they were preparing a cover story. They then either walked home or were dropped off. Natasha, who was the registered owner of the Seat, began her journey back to her home in Birmingham, while the Bukharis headed north to Stoke-on-Trent. Meanwhile, Leicester police knew something the group did not. Saqib's 999 call had been passed on to detectives, and they had begun scouring automatic number plate recognition cameras. They put out an alert, and 2 officers in the West Midlands spotted Natasha's Seat. They began to follow her and later boxed her in at a patrol station. Before this happened, she called Ramirez in a panic. Okay. This is, she was then arrested and taken into custody. This is the police footage that I saw. It's not a video, it's just a picture, right? I think that's her in the pink, where she's like changing her story or making up a story. All those cops are there at her house. Shortly after 8, Mayhek and Ansrim were woken at home by the sound of police speaking to Mayhek's brother and father. At this point, Mayhek noticed she had a raft of missed calls from Reyes, who knew police had found Natasha. While officers from Staffordshire Police continued to speak to the male members of the house, Mayhek called Reyes back. She then sent a text to her mother in the next room explaining what she would say to officers. Dressed in a pink, fluffy, oversized hoodie, Mayhek lied to police, saying that on the night of the crash, they had been on their way to Nottingham for a social media event. The pair were later arrested, taken to a police station in Leicester. And that's where she is sitting there. As it says there, while being interviewed in custody, Mayhek continued to lie about what she had been doing that night. But when police played Saqib's 999 call, she appeared taken aback. Instead of conceding defeat, she broke down in tears and said Saqib lies so much and had manipulated events. The Bukharis and 6 others were later charged with murder. One of those, Mohammed Patel, who was later cleared of all charges, went on to tell police the full story and revealed what happened during the chase. Importantly, he told officers that Ray Khan and Reyes had a phone conversation during the chase about ramming Saqib off the road. On the afternoon of Friday, the 4th August, 2023, after a long 18 months of waiting, both the Hussein and Ijazuddin families prepared to find out the fate of those accused of their loved ones' murders. The jury had deliberated for more than 28 hours. Earlier that day, Mayhek was seen by reporters outside Leicester Crown Court, laughing and waving at them from a precinct balcony. This is a picture of her. Mayhek claimed in court, she only wanted Saqib to stop so they could talk. Well, it's all on the, 999, so. Her confident demeanor was soon gone. She burst into tears as the jury found both mother and daughter guilty of 2 counts of murder. I wonder if it's first degree. I suppose we'll find out. Raycon, Karwan, and Raiz Jamal, the drivers of the 2 cars, were also found guilty of both murders. Natasha Akhtar, Sanaf Ghulam Mustafa, and Amir Jamal were each convicted of 2 counts of manslaughter. Okay, so the woman and the 2 other guys got manslaughter. One guy on the bottom didn't have any of the charges because he told the whole story or whatever. And then okay, and it's these 2 again that passed. Just another picture of them, different one. Young lives lost. Hi, you guys. How come my comments aren't going up? Is no one commenting right now? Hi, Derek Dulcie. Hi. Thanks, you guys. Hit the like, please, if you would, and subscribe if you haven't. That'll help me get up there. Oh, I said yesterday I was all excited, and I'm still extremely excited, but I don't want you guys to think I'm lying to you. I looked at the analytics again, to see if I got more subscribers, whatever. I did not have 1,224. I had 1,204, which I'm so elated with, you guys. Like, that just makes me so happy. I mean, 1,204. When I have 2,000 subs, and someday I will, wow. I never did have a celebration of any kind with the 1,000 because kind of all hell broke loose, but Tip, you are not 27. You are not 27. You brought up my county that I live in. You just brought up boomers. I just don't believe you. I think you're my ex. Like, I just really do. And see, let's go to boomers sometime. LOL. Why would you do LOL? You're like joking around, right? Because you're all the way in Eastern Washington. Well, hi, 3 Dot. You came back. You came back to say hi. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Surprised myself. The victims. After the verdict, Saqib's cousin, Adil Bahar, spoke to BBC explaining the pain the families had gone through to reach this point. He said he misses him every day. As we sat in the seats in the court and the judge said the jury has come to a verdict, at that point my heart just felt like it was breaking down. I'd do anything to have him back. Aw. There's his brother. That's his brother. Hashim's brother said his younger sibling was his best friend. Speaking at a football tournament organized in Hashim's memory, both of his older brothers paid heartfelt tributes. Mohammed Zahir said, in a short space of his life, he touched so many hearts up and down the country and all over the world. I could tell you stories about him from dawn until dusk. There's too many. We would always have each other's back. He was my best friend. Having a best friend as a brother is something very special. Mohammed Zain also paid tribute and said he was reminded of his brother almost everywhere. The only real TikTok influencer, world life influencer, was Hashim. You can see all the people at the tournament. You can see all their messages about him, he said. Everybody wants to be his brother. You know, even if you look online, everybody will say, that's my brother. He was 1 in a million. Wow. Oh, goodness gracious. So, how much time did she get? I'm going to check it out, okay? Thank you. Hi, honey bunny. How much time? It's got to say somewhere. I mean, it almost sounds like first-degree murder, right? That she got. Oh my gosh, you guys, they are jailed for life. From BBC. TikToker Mehek Bukhari and Mum, jailed for life for crash murders. Ah, gal, can you imagine? She had money and beauty and her whole life ahead of her. Ah, wow. Only 21. Okay. No, he was 21. She was 24. Okay, Mehek, a 24-year-old social media influencer who the judge branded entirely self-obsessed, was jailed for life and ordered to serve at least 31 years and 8 months. What does that mean? She'll do 31 years and 8 months and then she'll have a chance for parole? A chance? And the mother was jailed for life and given a minimum term of 26 years and 9 months. It's an interesting story because, like, he shouldn't have, you know what I mean? He shouldn't have said, I'm going to show explicit pictures of you, of the mother, and this and that. I mean, they didn't have to, kill him, but I mean, that's cyberbullying right there, is it not? That's what's it called? Sexting, whatever it's called. When people blackmail you for that kind of thing. And I just covered, a bunch of those cases yesterday, or 15 on teenagers with the Ask FM. Ask FM, 4 or 5 over that site. Unalive themselves. The judge said her warped values had led her to having no apparent awareness of the impact her actions had on others. The judge said Ansreen's head had been turned by the perceived glamour of her daughter's career, with her often appearing in posts online, attending promotions, shisha bar openings. He said it was a world removed from her life as a mother and housewife. He said, "You are the grown-up in this group, and you should have behaved as the grown-up, but you allowed your understandable concern about exposure to strip you of any rational judgment." He said she had made a calamitous decision. Calamitous, like calamity, right? Calamitous decision to ask for Mahek's help with Mr. Hussein. One of the messages from WhatsApp said, "I'll soon get him jumped by guys, and he won't know what day it is. I'll make sure he gets jumped. He won't know who did it and how." Okay. Wow. The father said of one of the deceased, he said he could not understand why the defendants had not called the emergency services after the crash. They left him and his friend to burn in a furnace of hell. In a statement read on their behalf, Mr. Hussein's family said his parents had been left as 2 lifeless corpses, unable to eat or drink in the run-up to their son's funeral. Balaclavas. What's a balaclava, you guys? In the 999 call made by Mr. Hussein moments before the crash, he said, "There's guys following me. They have balaclavas on. They're trying to ram me off the road." Balaclavas. Does anyone know what a balaclava? Tip, you need to, good grief. See? All right. So, does anyone know what a balaclava? Oh, a black mask? I had no clue. Oh, wow. Thank you, you guys. A woolly hat that covers the face. It's like a ski mask. She knows who Tip is. Well, I think I do. He's bringing up my county. He's bringing up Sudden Valley. He's putting P as initial for my son. He brought up a restaurant, Boomers, but he's trying to say he lives in my town. Hi, hippie grandma. So yeah. Said I'm from PNW. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to be a lightning rod. What does that mean? Oh, it'd be nice if I hit 2,000 by the first of the year. That'd be way beyond cool. but that's kind of soon. Hi, Gonzalo Choque. Tip, if Tip is my ex, my son's dad, the one I was married to twice and whatnot, he's all the way in Eastern Washington. And I don't have money to go anywhere anyway. Oh, good grief. Jeez. All right. Enough of that. Gee. Okay. Interesting, huh? Yeah, this was really weird, you guys. This next story. And then this has to do more with Facebook. So far, I don't have any YouTube situations, do I? Maybe I should find one first. You guys hear me okay? Thank you. Okay, so Thabo Bester, he's a Facebook rapist who faked his own death, was arrested in Tanzania. When I heard this story, I was like, oh my gosh. So that's him in a jail. He was extremely conniving. An rapist and murderer who escaped a South African prison by faking his own death has been arrested in Tanzania. Thabo Bester was at large for a year after it was thought he died by setting himself on fire in his prison cell. A manhunt was launched last month after a new post-mortem investigation revealed the body was not actually his. Bester was caught on Friday with his girlfriend, and a third suspect will be extradited to South Africa. Police said they believe the trio were intending to flee into neighboring Kenya. Bester is known as the Facebook rapist for using the social networking site to lure his victims. So he was convicted in 2012, RAPE and MURDER, of his girlfriend Namfundo. Why did it do that? Now I get nervous whenever, hi Tattooed Rebel, I get nervous whenever my screen does something. Do you know what I mean? Hi everyone. A year earlier, he was found guilty of raping and robbing two other women. In May, it was reported he had been found dead in his cell after apparently setting himself on fire at the Mengjuang Correctional Center in the city of Bloemfontein. However, local media began to raise doubts about Bester's death late last year. When was this written? Oh, way back in 2010 or something? Or 11? Okay. In March, police opened a new MURDER investigation after further tests revealed the deceased was not Bester and that the unidentified person who had died from blunt force trauma to the head. Employees of the British-owned security company G4S, which ran the prison where he was held, have been accused of helping him flee. He has said 3 employees were dismissed in connection with the incident. So there's been many reported sightings of Bester, or there was, over the past year, including claims he was grocery shopping in an affluent suburb of Johannesburg and living in a rented mansion there. So what he would do is he would promise these women, I think, a job. Let me find this on here. And then he would say, you're either gonna be with me, right? Or something else. And he would do that, and he would film it, and then he would use that against him. Let me make sure. Hi, everybody. Is that a clap hand, 3 dot? Just done with the bonfire. Hi, Tattooed. Hi, Lisa Schenkel. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tattooed Rebel. Thank you. Lots of love and respect to you and Becca, your children. I'm glad they got, the belated cards I sent, but at least they got there. Hi, Lloyd. Hello. Hi, everyone. Nice. Hi, Nani. Thank you for your support, you guys. Just being here and seeing your names, that's support. Even if you don't hit the like, you don't subscribe, like that's support. And that's really, really nice. Thank you. Oh, it's a hello. Oh, yeah, it is. It's like, okay. Oops. Inside Tabo Bester's Facebook messages to woman he tried to lure. It should say women, but that's okay. This is him pictured after his arrest on Friday night in Arusha, Tanzania. He looks pretty upset. I don't know, he's pointing at someone or something. A woman, Facebook RAPIST Tabo Bester allegedly targeted 12 years ago, has lifted the lid on messages he allegedly sent to her, calling for those who aided his prison to be jailed. Okay, so speaking to SABC News, Anastasia Leet said Bester tried to lure her to a Durban hotel with the promise of a television job in July 2011. In the Facebook messages, Leet was allegedly asked to provide her details, including her age, language proficiency, and telephone number. I was extremely shocked because promotions was something that I did quite a bit of, and I felt like I almost had an idea of who was legit and who was not legit. But after I'd spoken to him, I felt like he was quite legit. He was a very smooth talker and he answered my questions very well, she said. Here's one of the texts. Hey, thanks for the call. Well, my name is Anastasia. I'm from Durban. I'm 17. I wrote poetry, play piano, like to party. I'm determined, hardworking, honest, love meeting new people, learning new things, living life to the fullest. Oh, I love sushi as well. She was modeling, make extra money. Hi, Blame. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but hello. And then he says, must speak English in at least one vernacular language fluently, must have excellent communication skills, spoke verbal and written, must be a highly energetic and outspoken individual. He wrote that. She wrote, I'm 17 with an emoji. Okay, send your number, he says. So anyway, now, or he was, now he's under, well, when he was put back in after being captured, he was on the run for almost a year. He will be under 24/7 surveillance. He's facing charges of including murder and fraud. Yeah, so this was weird. Look at this. Look at this woman here. This is who he was staying with, the lady in the blue. She was a doctor, Nandifa, charged with MURDER fraud and violating bodies. Dr. Nandifa, the partner of convicted RAPIST and MURDER, Thabo Bester, will make her first appearance in the Bloemfontein magistrates. Because, like, she helped him, like, elude police and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah. I know. You don't know. You don't know. Hi, Wind and Whim. Hope you're doing good these days. I also know this Thabo Bester, I believe he was brought up by his grandma. He had kind of a rough childhood. What? Oh, okay. I thought after he went to prison, he died of self-immolation. But that's, you know, they killed someone else and he tried to pretend it was him or something. Wow. So he had a strange relationship with his mother. The man who fathered her son had defiled her. Oh. So the mother said, that is a heavy case. My cousin and I were going to visit my sister, but the bus left us and we asked someone for a lift. When we were near our road, that man nearly killed me. He assaulted me. Luckily, I did not die. That is how Thabo was born. Oh, are you serious? So, okay. So she was a single mother who had to work constantly. Therefore, she entrusted her mother with raising her then 1-year-old son. That changed the dynamics of the relationship. Yep. So the grandma. But I think she was really, really abusive. And that changed the dynamics of the relationship between Mabaso, his mother, and her mother. And when she got to her breaking point, she left, never to return. So his mother wasn't around at all. And then his grandmother died when he was in his teenage years. And the mother's efforts to try and locate her son bore no fruit. She regrets not giving him up for adoption to an Indian couple from Lenasia. So the confirmation of Bester's escape from prison sent shockwaves across South Africa. He became infamous for his criminal activities and con artistry, which earned him a new name, the Facebook abuser. His escape was accomplished through a deception staged at his death. Before his incarceration, he had been found guilty of several crimes, including murder and defilement charges committed against women he had met via Facebook. He was convicted in 2012 for assaulting and killing Namfundo Taihulu, his model girlfriend. In 2011, he was found guilty of robbing and defiling 2 other women. I already read these. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. Now, okay, so that was in 2021. Then in 2022, 2022, May 3rd, it was reported that he died in his cell due to what was believed to have been a fire breakout. And it was literally in March 2023. Nearly a year later, they launched an investigation, you guys. That much later, after further tests revealed the wanted criminal was not deceased. Wow. Oh, this lady doctor went through extraordinary lengths to obtain the stand-in corpse for Thabo Bester from the Hillbrow morgue and cremate it, according to Sunday Times. This woman, that doctor, that's what she did for him. Isn't this a crazy story? Are you guys enjoying it at all? Hi, Shannon. Is Dumpling in here? Oh, she is. Hi, Dumpling. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I thought they went out there and just killed someone all this time and then put him in the prison cell in the place of Thabo Bester. But she went to a morgue, which is still, this whole thing is just beyond despicable. Okay, so they were both arrested April 7th, 2023. The 2 were nabbed in Tanzania, 10 kilometers away from the Kenyan border. So the couple was arrested alongside a Mozambican, believed to be their aide. The Mozambican is insinuated to have facilitated the couple's 2-week run. During the arrest, they recovered various passports in their possession. The police minister went further to state the couple's movements were not clear, although he affirmed that they had gotten into Tanzania illegally since their passports had no stamps and they were headed for the next country. She looks kind of like that actress, what's her face? Not what's her face, the one that was married to that rock star. Doesn't she? Or maybe it's just the hair mostly. Oh, wait. And then that was the one, or who's the one that was with the Aquaman guy? Okay, well. You guys, she was a celebrity doctor. She wasn't even like just any doctor. I mean, it says Bester had been linked to Dr. Nandifa Magudumana, the celebrity doctor. She was married to Makusali, and they allegedly share 2 daughters. However, Tabo's mother added another twist to the story when she alleged that her son was the father of this woman's daughters. Lisa Bonet, there's the name. Oh my gosh, you guys, this just gets so weird. According to the publication, the doctor was his customary wife. And that doctor, her husband, was a pediatric doctor based in Benoni. He ran a clinic, Optimum Medical Aesthetic Solutions, in Santon. Okay. Okay, well, you know, apparently Tabo Bester and that lady doctor had conjugal visits. They were looking into that. An inmate said Bester was not treated like the rest of them. He had many more perks. South Africans found the news that Bester had special treatment behind bars both shocking and amusing. So, well then, like, okay, how much time did they get so I can end this story? How much time did she get? I mean, I'm sure he had to have gotten life because of. Sorry, you guys. You know, there's just so much to. Okay, this is CNN. Did any of you hear about this at all? Did anybody? Hi, Sandra Ernest. Have any of you heard about this story? It's really kind of bizarre. It's not every day they take a body from a morgue and put it in an African or any kind of jail cell, right? And then you like fake your own death. And there's a fire and everything. It's crazy. But he was convicted.
The South African government has apologised to the nation and the victims of a convicted rapist and murderer after he broke out of a maximum security prison. Thabo Bester faked his own death in a fire and managed to flee the country, only to be fortunately caught again. CNN's Larry Madowo with the story.
A man believed to be Thabo Bester speaks virtually at a fancy event in Johannesburg in 2018, claiming to be in New York. But he was in prison. He was promoted as Tom Motsepe, one of the aliases police attribute to him. Thabo Bester was sentenced to life in prison in 2012 for raping and murdering model Nomfundo Tulu.
Okay,
But in May last
life.
year, he faked his death and escaped from this maximum security prison in a bizarre tale that has shocked South Africa.
Inmates.
Officials of the British private security firm G4S, who manage the prison, can't explain how Bester faked his...
You have to interrupt, you guys, or I'm going to get in trouble. Hopefully I did it soon enough. All right. Oh, I never read the darn disclaimer, you guys. All right. It's in here somewhere. Does anyone want to put it in chat? I don't even know how you do. Oh, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Oh, I just really hope I don't get in trouble. Oh.
his own death and almost got away with it.
Just days prior to this incident, a vehicle made an unauthorized entry into the prison facility, correct?
That's correct.
How come? Why?
That's currently being investigated.
G4S denies any wrongdoing and has dismissed 3 employees who were on duty. Bester was nicknamed the Facebook rapist by local media for luring his victims on the social network, had asked to be moved to solitary confinement, claiming his life was in danger. 3 days later, he escaped during a fire in his cell, leaving an unidentified burned body. There's no security camera footage during the crucial hours of the escape because of a power failure, G4S officials told South African lawmakers.
There's no accountability.
How long is this? Oh, it's only 3 minutes. Good. Okay, I'm interrupting it again.
To say here with Ed, here is our mistake.
While Bester was reported to have died in the prison fire, he was actually living with his girlfriend, a celebrity doctor and entrepreneur, Dr. Nandipa Magudumana. When South African investigative newsroom Ground Up's reporting questioned his death, government DNA analysis revealed that the body in the cell was not Bester, and the person had died before the fire. An embarrassed South African government was forced to launch a manhunt for Bester. Bester and Dr. Magudumana opportunity.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. The family tried to hide what he was doing, Wiccan. I know. It's crazy. And I thought all this time when I heard this story, I saw it somewhere, I don't know, a good month and a half ago or something. I thought somebody went out and killed someone and then got him in that cell and blah, blah, blah. But he was already dead, but still.
Chairperson to apologize to the victims of the convicted rapist, Mr. Thabo Bester, and to all the people of South Africa, that this dangerous criminal was let loose in the public by the G4S officials.
G4S has a contract to run the Mangaung Correctional Center.
Sorry, I was told if I stop it every now and then, I'll be okay. I hope I am. Because, yeah. Who is released at 18? Now that's even scarier. What are you guys talking about? I just unboxed my Temu. Oh, okay. Did you see the youngest was 8? Yes, and I didn't even read up on it. What? Doctor that would read your x-rays? Can you get a hold of the supervisor? That's ridiculous. Boy, that's what I do. I have any problems anywhere. That's what I do. I'm so happy you guys are all here. Oh, wow. Megan's Law. The next door neighbor of my mom was convicted twice. She was released on parole on Megan's Law. So Megan's Law means a Megan was killed? Did you send me a message on Facebook, or are you speaking to someone in the chat? I mean, it's just, I don't know. But I mean, I'll check. And, whoops, I'll check in case it was, if you were talking to me. You might be talking to someone else in chat. So I don't want to be presumptuous like that. Oh, you sent me a message the other day under this, under Blame? Because I don't get the messages unless, am I right? Unless you friend request me. You have to reach out to friend request, right? Is that how it works? I should know, gosh darn, by now. Whoops. Look what I was doing, you guys. I was hitting the iPad and not this one.
Center until 2026. The lawmakers want it cancelled, accusing it of whitewashing Bestar's prison break and breaching its contract.
We were not aware of an escape, and we did not have the right to talk to third parties about the activities of the correctional center.
Bestar's girlfriend, Dr. Magudumana, has been charged with murder, fraud, as well as aiding and abetting his escape. Her 65-year-old father is also named as an accomplice and has been arrested, but has not entered a plea. Bestar is now under 24/7 surveillance at another maximum security prison. Vladimir Dowo, CNN.
Wow. Okay, well, why can't I?
With Nurtec ODT, I can treat a migraine when it strikes and...
Okay, well, should I do another one? I guess so. I'm gonna have to get my charger here. Because it's on 18%. Yeah, this is really weird. So this is about Domina Cherry, who I spoke about once on Dolly Vision's Uncensored. I don't know how it came up, but she was a serial killer wannabe, as weird as that is. And she was obsessed, this young 19-year-old, with Ted Bundy. and she was from Germany. And I'm going to read about this and then probably end my live. 3 of these is probably enough for one night, right? So she killed men in the name of her favorite serial killers. Is that just the weirdest, you guys? It's just too weird. She had a fake dating profile. She used the name Domina Cherry. So, yeah, I thought she was a little bit older. I forgot when I heard this story, she was 19. This is her. With what? Because she's 19, they blocked out her eyes? I thought it was under 18. I don't quite understand that. Is she holding a rabbit? Well, she is. And that's the guy that she meets up with, and Murderes. Have any of you heard of Domina Cherry? Oh, you're still trying to talk to me about things. Under my real name on Facebook, it had me follow you. Are you talking to me, Blame? And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I think I am. BL, Blame, Blami. I don't. Yeah, I have all my notifications for the shows that I watch on all. Regular TV where I live. I'll try to find you. Oh. What? What? She got 2 weeks off? She cannot be live on her channel for 2 weeks, Lloyd? Even though I just saw her do a little, what are they called? Short? I gotta get my where is it? Where on earth is it? There it is. Put a 1 in chat if you've heard of Domina Cherry. Oops. Put a 1 in chat if you've heard of Domina Cherry. Okay. Okay, let me read some more here. Okay, as long as I talk through, it should be okay. Only some news strikes others. Yikes. Oh yeah, trigger warning. I forgot about the darn trigger warning. Oh gosh. Uh-oh, what was that, you guys? Did I get a warning? Or I mean all right. Please tell me what you saw on your end, because I heard that if my screen goes black like that, it's not a good sign. Will you guys write in chat, tell me what you saw on that end just now? Did it say copyright or some weird violation thing, or is it just my internet? Man, I hope it's just my internet. You didn't see anything? Thank God. Man. My tremors are getting worse. It seems like they're getting worse. Okay, good. Oh, thank God. Yes, thank you. All right. Well, Blame, I will look, just like Sunflower Darkness said she had something to send to me. I put my email in here. In case I can't get you on Facebook or Messenger, or, I mean, if you send me a friend request, I'll accept that on Facebook. Let me write my Facebook name. Oof. Oops. Okay, that's my Facebook. That's what I'm under on Facebook. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and type in my email. I typed it in yesterday. That's my email. Well, they get worse when I get cold and I turn the heat on and then I get hot really fast and I gotta, I think I'll just, and then also, it's only 6:37 here, but I haven't really eaten yet. I got up and my daughter was crying, actually. I'm just going to say it. And so she's just depressed. So I could use prayers for that. She's 19. But I have the booklet and she's going to study. And like it's making little goals, right? And then following through with at least one of those little goals, and then that'll give you hope. And then when it's not raining all the time, and because I don't drive myself, I walk or ride my bike, or I get a ride to the store, and I pay my neighbor $10 to go anywhere, even if it's 4 blocks away. I give her $10. you know, and then she's making a little something and she can get her cigarettes or whatever. And she's helping me, and it's cheaper than a cab. I need a t-shirt, says Debbie. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? I got t-shirts. Well, no, I'll be freezing if I'm in a t-shirt today. The rain is cold here, you guys. It's crazy. You can't sleep? My daughter couldn't sleep last night. So I held her and everything, and then I almost missed my ride to the store. I picked up rent, got a rent check, and like I said earlier, got the litter and the kitten chow and the cat food, and I carried it up the 3 flights of steps myself, which is good, and I can do it. But boy, I mean, wait till you youngins are in your 60s. I mean, I've said this before. I had so much energy in my 50s, so much, as much as a 30-year-old would have. And then between the stroke and just dealing with things and just getting more tired, and the high blood pressure, if you're even a few points over what you're supposed to be concerned. That's what it was for me. I mean, I used to be able to ride my bicycle on the easiest speed, right? Up an incline that went like that, straight up, without stopping. I had strong legs, and I could do that for like 10 years, because the doctor's is up that way and then over a hill and whatever. It's really a long hill up. I mean, it's a good 5 block. It's like 3 blocks worth of straight incline up. Holy cow. I wouldn't even be able to do half of it now. And I think it's because of my blood pressure. I really do. But anyway, one day I got to the doctor's office and they were like, your blood pressure is a little high. And I said, well, because it used to be 110 over, is it 70 over 110 or 110 over 70? Whatever the normal rate is. I can't remember now if it's 110 over 70. Okay. And I don't know if they said it's 120 over 80 or I don't know, but it was low. And I just kind of ignored it and didn't think anything of it. And then, like, it's very, very serious, you know, between that and my cholesterol count, which I'm genetically predisposed because of my father. My father had 5-way bypass when he was, how old was he? 65 or something? 65. You know, and I'm like 37 or 38 then. And, yeah. But, so they wanted me to get on a statin then. My mom's a nurse. I talked to her about it. I've told this story before. And she said, if there's anything else you can do, change your diet, exercise more, whatever, do that. Because once you're on these heart medications, it's usually pretty much for life. And I just, you know, so anyway, for a good 4 years, I did my best to do the Mediterranean diet. I don't like fish, but, you know, I cut out the fat. When I would make even chicken nuggets for all of us, I would maybe have 1, maybe 2, or none. So I tried, you know, and all the way down to the skim milk, or fat-free milk, not the 1%, not even the 2, like the fat-free. And I went as far as to get those butters, what are they called? They're made with yogurt. They're in like a blue container. I would get that. Never buy real butter or margarine stuff. I mean, anyway, and my cholesterol count went down a little bit, and whatever. And I was excited because I assumed it would just keep going down, even if it's 2 or 5 little points per month or something. But it didn't. It kind of stayed. And so then I went on red yeast rice tablets. And I'm not one of these people that believe in all that vitamin stuff, but I was told it works like a statin by the nurse, and her husband was on it. So I did that for, no, I did the other thing for 2 years. I did that for 2 years. Well, I did the Mediterranean for 4, but in half of it, I did the red yeast rice also. And that was kind of working better, even being on that. But then, I don't know, it was really high, you guys. My total cholesterol count was 253. You'll have doctors that'll tell you 100 is what it should be. My dad's always kind of told me 150, and 150 is like the best. Well, 100 is the best, but you know what I mean. So I wasn't just high or very high. I was extremely high. But I didn't, I knew that I could get clots in my arteries and stuff. And so, I just thought if I was careful, and I knew I was exercising, I was walking that pug dog to AA every single day for 5 years, and then some when I would go back for the speaker meetings or the dinners or the potluck, I'd bring him. And geez, I'm here to tell you, the day I had my stroke, I felt like $100. I did. I had breakfast. I rode my bike. It was a nice day. I'm going to a 2-hour eye appointment. If I felt even sluggish or a pain or an ache or anything anywhere, would I have ridden my bike to a glaucoma appointment? That's how long they are. No. And I had it right there at the eye appointment, you guys, for people that I haven't heard. I was literally having one when I was locking up my bicycle. And I didn't even know it. I just noticed that I had numbness right here. When I took off my jacket, I don't even know how I noticed. Did it rub and I didn't feel anything? I don't know. But when I went like this, I couldn't feel. Of all places, the top of my wrist. I didn't think I was having a stroke or a heart attack. I don't know what I thought. But I've always learned to, though, I'm glad it happened, you guys. It got me on the medicine I needed. My cholesterol count is unbelievable now. I mean, I wrote it down. It's 106 or something crazy, you guys. My LDL is really good, or is it, which one is it that's supposed to be good? Your LDL or your HDL? Now I can't remember, but you want a high count of one, right? And a low count of the other. And it literally, when I read my number, I'm like, now granted, it's this teeny little pill I take, and I'm not going to say on here because I'd probably get striked or whatever. But, yeah. So I'm on that. I'm on a blood pressure medicine. They're just teeny, but I take it every day. I take my medicines at night, usually when I'm done doing my live or sometime after dinner. And then I take my antidepressant. So I'm on those 3. And then I take a baby aspirin. And then I take a water pill, which helps keep things thinned out, or not your blood not get as thick, you know what I mean, in your arteries. What else do I take? Oh, and then my 2 PROP, that's all I'll say for my tremors. So I take about 7 little pills a day. But yeah, but I'm here to tell you, if you're, I mean, you can be overweight by like 10 pounds and get some high blood pressure. And that's extra pressure on your heart. It can lead to or heart attack. Now my thing went out again. Did you guys see anything on that side, or is it just my internet? It's been raining all day here. So is Team Rose in here? Oh, it's my internet. Thank you, Shannon. 3 dots said, hey, Rose. Hi, Mary Jane. She is. Hi, team. You got struck for medical info. After you did your little, what are these gray things on my pants video? After that, if you got struck, because I think to get struck, Rose, you have to have, you know what I almost said? Warrants. Warnings. Don't you have to have warnings? Already? You didn't have any warnings. Oh, and by the way, oh, hi, Tony. By the way, since you're in here too, hi, Lisa. Hi, Gigamick. Wow, this is so nice. Got some more people over here. Are you guys hitting the like for me? Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. So I went in when you're able to, well, even before it, you can sign up for monetization. It says it can take up to a week for them to get, no, they said it can take up to a month, but it's usually a week or less for YouTube to get back, right? For monetization. So I did the first part, you know, the policy, whatever. I signed that or hit the button, whatever. Went on to the second part where the AdSense thing is, where you have to connect to an account. So I just connected it to my Google. Everything's going along smooth. Ugh, getting a headache. All right, you guys. Oh, okay. So then I'm on my iPad, Rose, doing the profile payment where it says my name. I tried to type in my darn URL, which I'm assuming, right, is at papercuttina2332. Wouldn't let me. Thought that was weird. Anyway, let me go to the next page, which I couldn't understand. And the keyboard part comes out of my iPad, and I'm trying to type my address in. And when I type on the letters, nothing is showing. It's just the little blue bar is moving like this with nothing showing. So I brought it to my daughter and I said, look at this. I can't even type in my address. And she's hitting the iPad and doing whatever she can. And I even messaged like 4 people on Messenger. So I was told by Deborah in chat here, that if maybe I can find a video on, like, to find out what's going on or whatever. But I didn't even know what the earn button was. And then I had to watch a video to figure out what the earn button was. I didn't know it was that S looking, square looking, whatever thing on the left in the menu. Like, I don't know. So, it's whatever. Yeah, tutorial. There you go. So are you depressed, Team Rose, because you can't do lives anymore for a couple of weeks? I said the word that begins with a V. Oh, you said all you said was the word VACC word? Drink a lot of water. I don't drink enough. I had maybe 6 sips out of my long pink breast cancer bottle thing I bought probably 25 years ago. And then, yeah. Wow. So you guys have snow? Even when we get, oh, you're funny. Rose is an acquired taste. I've adjusted. You should have added more. My taste buds have adjusted. There you go. Since you said taste. What's happening? I want it to go off. You guys, I'm hitting it off and it's coming back on. Whoops. Why is it doing that? Oh, God. Okay, I have to pause longer. Okay, pause. I can hear the kids scream fighting, going, ow, and the biggest ruckus. And it's because I don't have my fan on, and I don't know, but they sound like they're killing each other down there. I mean, they're not, but first strike 1 week. I did have a previous warning. Okay, because I have, my first video was just, oh God, my second one, what blinked again? All right, anyway, my screen blinked again. My second one, I thought was a copyright thing because I was copying but I wasn't monetized, so I thought I was a bunch of theirs in the past. The BuzzFeed network, something or other, those 2 guys. But now, because of, wait, the first time my video was taken down, the second time I was talking about the SUICIDE with mass MURDERESs. Because I wasn't monetized, I thought I could say, do that. No. Okay, but anyway, at this point now, Rose, I have, do you guys hear that pounding? I've never heard it that loud, ever. All right. Do you hear that? Do you guys hear that? My daughter goes, I hear it. Is that crazy? No, they're too little to just copy his pounding. When did he pound? Shannon hears it and she's in chat. See, if I was a disgruntled bee, you guys, I could literally go like this and pound my feet down. But they're kids playing. I don't know what on earth they're doing. You're not pounding, right? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so now I have a warning. One warning. Now I thought to get struck, you have to have 2 warnings. Are you? No, you're not struck. You don't have a strike. I mean, team, right? You heard that knock too, team. If it's 3 warnings, you can't. No, if you have 3 warnings, you get a strike. If you get 2 or 3, your channel's taken down. So you're obviously, you haven't been struck. You've been warned. Am I right on that? A warning is 14 days. You do have 1 official strike. So this is a strike. That means, Rose, you've had a couple of warnings at least before to get a strike. You know that, right? Good night, Tony. Thanks for coming over. Yes, 1 strike and they removed the video. Okay. But you had to have, and they removed the video, but you had to have had warnings before getting a strike, right? I mean, I could have sworn that's what I read about 3 weeks ago. Oh, you have 1 warning and 1 strike. Oh, hi, Truth Seeker. We're talking about Team Rose. She can't film for film. She can't. You can't make a short. You can't do anything, correct? For 2 weeks. Oh, an older warning. Okay. The strike was for a specific video you made today. Okay, I got 1 more question. Were you told all this after your, what are these gray flecks on my pants video? Wow. You know what? And you're not even monetized. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. Think of it this way. I saw the pants video. Yeah, they took it down, told me I had 1 strike for 1 week. Well, then why do you have to wait 14 days and not 7? Bring her up on StreamYard. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Well, I can't, and I'll tell you why. It's only 7 here, but I haven't made dinner. So I'm going to go through, when my son knocked on the door, it was 20 minutes ago. So I'm going to go through. Yeah. Wow. So I want to read this Domina Cherry story. 3 dot. And then I've got to go Because remember, you guys, you're all nestled into your evenings at 10 p.m. It's only 7 here. Yeah, did you use the disclaimer, Rose? So unfair and ridiculous. Yeah. Because 3 Dot, if you're still in here and you didn't jump out just now, because she explained a lot in here, so it'll just kind of be repeat. But I want to have a panel. And I actually put that on one of my videos. I said something in panel, but I haven't seen you in a while. There you are. Okay, I think Team Rose would be more entertaining. I don't want, no, I know that. But I want you to put my notifications on, and I don't have to say on my title panel to have a panel. In fact, you guys, I'll do a panel tomorrow. I'll just tell you right here. I want Sing at Angel. You won't sing at Angels? I'm not going on anybody's shows. I mean, Team Rose has invited me, and I know Becca and Tattooed want. I'm not going in other people's chats. I'm not going on their programs. I'm just sort of keeping my distance, you know, during this hiatus, whatever you want to call it. Hi, Art. How are you? If we look at people like kids discovering food, everyone is weird. But if we learn to not just throw plates, we can expand the palate and learn all sweet. Sweet and no substance is sickening. Maybe I come up sometime this week. Yes, Rose. You and 3 Dot. I know Truth Seeker wants to come up. There's 3 right there, and then I'll be up there. That'll be 4. And then I can have 2 others. I think I can have 6 at the most because I'm not monetized. When I get monetized, if that ever gosh darn happens, if I can figure it out. I mean, I can figure it out, but get my keyboard to flip and type on it. I can have 6. All righty. Tomorrow's Saturday. That'd be fun. Okay, so Deadly Date. Did you even see this, 3 Dot? I'm going to read about her. Domina Cherry. That man right there was lured under the pretenses he would, you know, just be with her and frolic around, whatever. And she was planning from the get to get him. Okay. Teen girl 19 fatally stabbed stranger in the neck after using dating app to lure him on first date. Wow. So her name was Sarah M. The 19-year-old, named only as Sarah M. due to Germany's strict privacy laws, idolized American serial killers Richard Ramirez and Ted Bundy, and hung posters of both of them on her bedroom wall. I think we were talking about serial killers or something to do with something like that. And I was up on Uncensored or whatever quite a few months ago. I mean, we're looking at 5 or more. And I brought up this woman, this story, because of her fascination with, you know. So she purposely set up a dating site so she could lure men and kill them. Here's a picture of him up close. Look at that. She plunged a knife 12 centimeters deep into his neck after he picked her up. And there's a certain creator out there that's always saying, I'm going to get it in the neck. I'm going to get it in the neck. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, so her eyes are blocked out, I guess, because of her age, her being 19 in Germany. You can't. Okay. According to she had bought the MURDER weapon before the attack in May 2021. She set up a fake date profile using the name Domina Cherry and started talking to Zaid E. That same day, the 38-year-old victim picked Sarah M. up from her apartment in Bavaria, and as they drove along, she stabbed him in the neck. As they were driving, oh yeah, he was able to snatch the knife from her and stop his car on the main road. However, he fell into a coma and died of his injuries in hospital 3 weeks later. He lived 3 weeks, you guys. And then she walked around the streets and whatnot, all trigger warning. I should have already said it. Bloody and everything. And she was arrested in the nearby town of Ebermanstadt within an hour. Wow. On the night of the MURDER, Sarah M. even sent a voice message to a friend saying, "I'm going out now. I want to kill my first one. I'm excited. Wish me luck. Bet it works." Insanity. And as she was handed a 12-year sentence, I forgot. See, over in those foreign countries, they get like 16 years. She got 12 in a sociotherapeutic facility. She didn't even have to go to prison, you guys. I forgot about this part. She got to go to a mental facility. It says sociotherapeutic facility for the MURDER. She responded by holding up her left palm where she had scrawled a pentagram, a symbol often used by Satanists. There's a picture of that somewhere. I've seen it, but it's not here. She literally with that drawn right here. I believe when she was walking through the courts. Advertisement. The judge says Sarah M. had shown a complete lack of empathy for her victim, highlighting how before the MURDER, she had researched online where to stab a person in the, and how long it would take to die. I don't want him to hear me. It is extremely rare for a perpetrator to kill a person out of lust for MURDER, the judge said. Before the MURDER, Sarah M. had suffered drug problems and had drawn swastikas, an illegal symbol in Germany, on her hands. Yeah, she had those like on the tops of her hands. She had also been in and out of court since 2017. She once received a community service sentence after calling police officers BASTARDS and sons of BITCHES. Just 2 months before the MURDER, the Bamberg Mental Hospital diagnosed her with borderline syndrome and strong suicidal thoughts. Defense lawyer for Sarah M., Thomas Drayson, had asked for a juvenile sentence of just 8 years, given that she was only 18 at the time of the MURDER. He said the killing had been blundering and that Sarah M. was by no means in the same league as the serial killers she adored. However, Judge Manfred Schmidt ruled that the nature of the crime, the killer's apparent lack of remorse, meant there was a special gravity of guilty at play. What a wackadoo, says Honey Bunny. I know. Her. I like to bring out the intense ones. Hi, Tattooed Angel. Hi, hun. How are you? Hi, everybody. Wait, it's 7:15 my time, 10:15 yours. So starting tonight, you're going to have your karaoke. Everybody go over, sub up, give her a like, hang out. She's got some incredible musicians over there. Some of them play guitars. Nice. Baby Tony will sing again, right? The teenage killer was besotted with infamous U.S. serial murderers such as Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez. Ramirez, also nicknamed the Night Stalker, was convicted for 13 gruesome and brutal murders between 1984 and 1985. Oh, gosh. He used machetes, hammers, knives, and guns to kill people ranging from 9-year-old children to 83-year-old pensioners. And RAPED'd at least 11 of his victims. I didn't know that. I've never really known like the details of Richard Ramirez. The serial killer also made them swear allegiance to Satan. I don't even want to say it. Before he slaughtered them and left pentagrams at the scene. You guys, I didn't know that. And if they were killed, how do we know that he made them do that? None of them lived unless one was told to do it and got away, and they're assuming he had all of them do it. I mean, 13 people were killed. 11 of those were RAPED'd. How would they know that? You guys think about that. The serial killer made them swear allegiance to Satan before he killed them. Well, anyway, at his first trial date on the first day of his trial on July 22nd, 1988, he yelled, "Hail Satan," and later held aloft his left palm where he had scrawled a pentagram symbol. See, that's why she does it. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so yeah. Oops. Shoot. Okay, so this is her also. Oh, good grief, you guys. She was going to kill a lover every day? You've got to be kidding. Okay, so this is one of her texts. What a weirdo. When she was arrested, she was covered in blood, it says here. Tim B., a former close friend of Sarah's, said he couldn't look her in the eye during the entire court case. Sarah sent Tim a chilling letter from her cell, which investigators used to piece together her motive for the MURDER. He said, "I thought the man touched her, but she told me what happened and said she planned it." He said he always noticed something strange about his bloodthirsty former pal. She had pictures of Richard Ramirez in her Insta story, and I chatted with her about the theory that Jack the Ripper was a woman and therefore was never caught. Zayed's sister, Fatima, 17, and his dad, Rabea al-Salihi, 52, had prayed their family member would pull through the coma to tell his story. We were shocked by her appearance at the trial. She came with makeup and new clothes and has no regrets about what she did. So Zayed tragically passed away before he could see her jailed for 12 years. All she got was 12 years, you guys, in a mental ward. We were shocked. Oh, I already read that. She researched where to do it and how long it would take for them to die. I mean, not that looks are everything, but she's not really unattractive or anything. I mean, I don't know. Well, hi, Lori Shortlegs. When love goes wrong or love is not love, it's looking for someone to take hate out on. Yeah, well, this person, Lori, was obsessed with Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez. And she's from Germany, and she had posters of them on her bedroom wall and all this kind of stuff. So she was, you know, a loose cannon or whatever you want to call it, even before that. And her plan was to kill a lover every day. It's insanity. When I heard this story, I was just like, wow. And for people who don't know who people are, you all do though. There's Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. Yeah, and we all know what Ted Bundy looked like. All right, you guys. So, yeah, she only got 12 years in an insane asylum. And what year was this? Updated 2022, published 2022. So she'll be out 32, 33, 34. Are you kidding? She'll be out in 2034. Well, I hope she stays in Germany or whatever. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming to PCT is Extreme. Thank you so much for everyone saying hello, dropping by. It brings a smile to my face, helps my days to go by quicker, my evenings to be a little happier. And I'm going to go make some late dinner. Well, they had a late lunch, so they're okay. Thank you for all the hearts and the roses. Thanks, everybody. If I missed your name on here, don't be offended. And please hit the like. I have 1,204 subs. So, you know, if I can get to even 1,205, I'd be tickled pink. All right, you guys. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you.